everybody, it's Maddie here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to crochet this beautiful flower granny square. I love making granny squares because the projects you can make with them are pretty much unlimited. There is so much you can do with granny squares, and the flower granny squares are my favorite because look at it, it's so cute. This is a beginner friendly tutorial, but it does use some triple crochets, but don't worry, I go super slow, so I'm sure you got this. Also, for this specific granny square, it is 4.5 by 4.5 inches, in case you wanted to know that. Alright, let's begin crocheting. The type of yarn I'm going to be using today is going to be a medium weight acrylic yarn, but you can use whatever kind of yarn that you want to use for whatever project you decide to use your granny square for. You just want to make sure that your size hook goes well with the type of yarn that you're using. And for this medium weight acrylic yarn, I'm going to be using a 5mm sized crochet hook. And also you can use whatever colors you choose. I'm going to be using white for my flower and pink for the outside of the flower. The first color I'm going to be using is going to be the mustard yellow color, which will be the center of our flower. To begin making our granny square, we're going to start off by making a magic ring. Now to do that, you're going to take the tail end of your yarn and you're going to hold that in your left hand like this. And then with our right hand holding the long strand, we're going to wrap it around 2 of our fingers like this. We're going to twist our hand and we're going to make an X with the yarn on top of our 2 fingers like this. And then I'm going to hold this strand here with my pinky, and then grabbing my hook, I'm going to place it underneath this first strand of yarn here, and we're going to grab this long strand right here with our hook, and we're going to pull that out like this, twist our crochet hook up, and then you should have a loop on our hook like this. Now from here, we're going to yarn over with this long strand, and then we're going to pull that strand through the loop we have in our hook. So we're going to pull that through our loop like this. Once you remove that from your fingers, you will have made a magic ring, which will look like this. I do have a more detailed magic ring tutorial if you are having a hard time making it, because I know making a magic ring for the first time can be very difficult, and I'll make sure to link that tutorial down below in the description if you want to check that out. After you make your magic ring, we're going to go ahead and we're going to chain 3. And to make a chain, we'll go ahead and take our hook, we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull this strand of yarn through the loop we have in our hook. So we're going to pull that all the way through, just like that. And that's how you make 1 chain. Let's go ahead and make 2 more chains. So we're going to take our hook, yarn over, and then pull this strand through the loop on our hook, just like that. So now we have 2 chains. Let's make 1 more. We're going to yarn over, and then pull this through our loop. Just like that. And now we've made 3 chains. After we make our 3 chains, we're going to go ahead and make 11 double crochets into this magic ring, and I'll show you how to do that. To make our double crochet, we're going to go ahead and take our hook, we're going to yarn over, place our hook through the magic ring, yarn over again, and we're going to pull our hook and that strand of yarn out of the magic ring. So pull it all the way out to pull up another loop. At this point, you should have 3 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over, and we're going to pull through 2 of these loops. So 1 and 2. After that, you should be left with 2 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over again, and we're going to pull through the last 2 of those loops. Just like that. And now you have completed your first double crochet. Let's go ahead and make another double crochet. So we're going to take our hook, yarn over, insert our hook through our magic ring, yarn over, and we're going to pull out a loop. So pull our hook out of the magic ring. So we should have 3 loops on our hook like this. From here, we're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through 2 of the loops, so 1 and 2. From here, you should be left with 2 loops, and we're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Just like that. Ta-da! Look at those beautiful double crochets. I'll show you again how to make that double crochet. So we're going to take our hook, yarn over, insert our hook through the magic ring, yarn over again, and we're going to pull our hook out of the loop. So we pull up another loop like this. We should have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And now, as you can see, we have the 3 chains here and 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go ahead and continue making these double crochets till we have a total of 11. Alright, I just finished making all 11 of our double crochets. We're now going to go ahead and tighten up this magic ring. And to do that, we're just going to take that tail end of our yarn, and when you pull on that, it should tighten up your magic ring. So you're just going to go ahead and pull that till it's nice and tight, just like that. And now we can go ahead and finish off this first round. And to do that, we're going to make a slip stitch into this third chain that we made at the very beginning. So we're going to go ahead and take our hook. We're going to count 1, 2, and 3 chains. So in that third chain, we're going to go ahead and insert our hook like this. And then from here, we're going to yarn over, pull out a loop. So we're going to pull our hook out of that chain. From here, you should be left with 2 loops on your hook. We're going to pull this loop in through this one, like this, to make your slip stitch. And then to tighten it, we're going to take our hook, we're going to pull it up like this, and then just pull this back down, just like that. And now you should have tightened that slip stitch. And ta-da, now you've completed the center of our flower. So we're going to go ahead and trim our yarn. I do like to leave a few inches just so sewing in the ends later will be a bit easier. So just go ahead and trim your yarn. And then to fasten this off, we're going to go ahead and pull our hook all the way out till that tail comes out. And then just pull on that to make sure everything's nice and tight. Now grabbing our white yarn, we're going to go ahead and attach that to the center of our flower. Now it doesn't really matter which stitch you decide to use to attach your new color, but what I like to do is use the top chain of those 3 chains that we made at the beginning of this round, just because we are going to need to make a petal in there, and sometimes those 3 chains can kind of get buried in with the double crochets. So I just like to start with that just to make sure I don't skip over it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my hook, and I'm going to place it through the top of those 3 chains that we made at the very beginning of that first round, which is right here. And then grabbing my second color, I'm going to go ahead and place that onto my hook like this, and then we're going to pull that all the way through till that tail comes out like this. And now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tie a basic knot to attach this color to the yellow. And all you need to do is just tie a simple knot, just like that. Of course, making sure that that's nice and secure. And now from here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my hook and place it through that same top chain, which we had tied the second color onto, so just placing it through that same place. And then we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So we're ready to begin crocheting. From here, we're going to go ahead and chain 4. Again, to make a chain, we're going to take our hook, we're going to yarn over, and then pull this loop through the loop we have in our hook to make a chain. Just like that. So there's 1 chain. Let's go ahead and make 3 more. Yarn over and pull through. There's 2. Yarn over, pull through, 3, and 4. After you make 4 chains, we're going to make 2 triple crochets together to finish this first petal, which I'll show you how to do. And we're going to be working both of those triple crochets into that same chain which we attached our yarn to. To make our first triple crochet, we're going to go ahead and take our hook, and we're going to yarn over twice. So there's 1 and 2. So you should have 3 strands of yarn on your hook. From here, we're going to take our hook, place it through that chopped chain. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So at this point, you should have 4 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops, and then yarn over and pull through another 2 of those loops. And then we're going to stop right here, and we're going to make our next triple crochet. So from here, we're going to go ahead and yarn over twice again. So 1 and 2. We're going to insert our hook back through that same stitch which we worked that previous triple crochet into. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have 5 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then since that is the second triple crochet we made, we're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 3 of the remaining loops on our hook. Just like that. And now we've completed the first petal of our flower. From here, we're going to go ahead and chain 2. 1 and 2. And now we can work on the next petal in the next stitch, which will be a double crochet right there. Now, unlike this first petal, which we had chained 4 and made 2 triple crochets, we're going to make 3 triple crochets all together, which I'll show you how to do. And as you can see, this is going to be the next stitch we're going to be working those triple crochets into. So from here, we're going to go ahead and yarn over twice to begin making our first triple crochet. So there's 1 and 2. We're going to go ahead and place our hook through that next stitch, just like this. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have 4 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we're going to stop right there and we're going to make our next triple crochet. So again, we're going to yarn over once and twice, and then we're going to insert a hook through that same stitch again, yarn over, and pull up a loop. From here, you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're going to make one more triple crochet. So we're going to yarn over twice again, 1 and 2, insert a hook through that same stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. At this point you should have 6 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 of them, yarn over, pull through 2. And now, as you can see, we've made 3 of the triple crochets and we're left with 4 loops on our hook. So we can go ahead and finish off this petal by yarning over and pulling through all 4 of those loops, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and chain 2. 1 and 2. And now, as you can see, we've made 2 of our petals. I'll show you once again how to make the next petal, and then you'll want to continue making these petals till you make it all the way around, and you should have a total of 12 of these petals. So we're going to start off with our first triple crochet. We're going to take our hook, yarn over twice, so 1 and 2. We're going to insert a hook through that next stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So you should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we'll go ahead and make our second triple crochet. So we're going to yarn over twice, 1 and 2, insert our hook through that same stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and let's make one more triple crochet. So we're going to yarn over once and twice, and then insert our hook through that same stitch, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So then at this point you should have 6 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then at this point you should have the 3 triple crochets and 4 loops on your hook. We're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops, and then go ahead and chain 2, 1 and 2. And ta-da! Now, as you can see, we've made 3 of our petals. I'm going to go ahead and continue making these petals till I make it all the way around. And again, you should have a total of 12 of the petals. Alright, I just finished making all of the petals, and now you want to make sure that you count your petals to make sure that you do have all 12 of the petals, because otherwise your square will not turn into a square shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, once you make sure you have all 12 of the petals, we can now go ahead and finish off this second row. And also don't forget to chain 2 after that last petal. From here, we're going to go ahead and take our hook, and we're going to insert it through that 4th chain that we made at the very beginning. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go ahead and insert your hook in there, and we're going to go ahead and make a slip stitch. So we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. So pull our hook out of that chain. From here you should have 2 loops in your hook. We're going to go ahead and place this loop in through this one to make our slip stitch. And then again, to tighten that, just pull that loop nice and tight, and then just pull that back down. And now we can go ahead and trim our white yarn. Again, leaving a few inches so we're able to sew that in later. And then to fasten it off, just pull your hook all the way out and make sure that's nice and tight. And now we're ready for our final round, which will turn this flower into a square. We're going to attach our pink yarn the same way we attached the white yarn, but we're going to be attaching it in between 2 of the petals. It doesn't matter which one, but you're going to go ahead and take your hook, place it through chain 2 space in between any 2 of the petals, and then go ahead and grab your yarn, and we're going to pull that all the way through like this. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and tie a simple knot to secure that in place. And then from here, go ahead and place your hook back through that same space that we attached the pink yarn to. And we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop so we're ready to begin crocheting. From here, we're going to go ahead and chain 4. So we're going to take our hook, yarn over, and then pull through to make our first chain. Let's go ahead and do that again. Yarn over and pull through. There's 2, 3, and 4. After you make 4 chains, we're now going to make 2 triple crochets into the same space here in between those 2 petals. But unlike the triple crochets that we made for the petals, these triple crochets will be completed. They won't be together like this, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So we're going to go ahead and take our hook. We're going to yarn over twice, so 1 and 2. Next, we're going to take our hook, place it through our chain space here, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So you should have 4 loops on your hook. From here, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and instead of stopping here like we did in the petals, we're just going to yarn over and pull through the rest of those 2 loops on our hook to finish that triple crochet. Let's make 1 more triple crochet just like that into this chain space here. So yarn over once and then twice, insert our hook through the space, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. Just like that. Ta-da! From here, we're going to go ahead and chain 1. After you chain 1, we're now going to move on to this next chain space right here in between these 2 petals. And in this space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. And again, to make a double crochet, you're going to go ahead and yarn over once, insert your hook through that next space, yarn over and pull up a loop. So you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. And that's how you make your double crochet. Let's go ahead and make 2 more double crochets so we have a total of 3 in that same space. So there's 2 and 3. After that, we're going to go ahead and chain 1. And we're going to move on to the next petal space. And in that space, we're going to put 3 more double crochets. So yarn over once, insert your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. So there's 1 double crochet. Let's make 2 more for a total of 3. There's 2 and 3. After you finish the 3, go ahead and chain 1, and now we're going to make our first corner of our square in this next petal space here. In the first petal space, that one is also going to be a corner, but we only made half the corner. You'll see once we get to the end how that one's going to turn into a corner. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 triple crochets into this petal space here. So again, to make a triple crochet, you'll yarn over twice, so 1 and 2, into your hook, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 to make your triple crochet. Let's go ahead and make 2 more triple crochets in that same space so we have a total of 3. So there's 2 and 3. After you make your 3 triple crochets, we're going to go ahead and chain 3. So just yarn over and pull through 1, 2, and 3. After we chain 3, we're going to make 3 more triple crochets in the same petal space which we had just put these triple crochets into. So let's go ahead and yarn over twice and make another triple crochet in that same space. So there's 1, 2, and 3. From here, go ahead and chain 1, and we can begin on the next space. Now, if you look here, what we have done is created our first corner of our square. This first petal space that we worked into will also turn into a corner, but we won't be finished with that corner until we make it all the way around, and I'll show you how to do that. But pretty much, we're going to be continuing this around. So as you can see, into the spaces here, we put the double crochets, and that's what's going to make that flat part. And then when we put the 3 triple crochets, chain 3, and then 3 more triple crochets, that's what's going to make a corner. So after we finish the corner, we're going to go ahead and make 3 double crochets in this petal space, 3 double crochets in this petal space, and then we'll make another corner, and I'll show you how to do that. So after we've chained 1, we're going to go ahead and move on to this next space and make 3 double crochets. There's 1 double crochet, 2, and 3. From here, don't forget to chain 1, and we'll move on to the next space, and in that space we'll make the same 3 double crochets. Ta-da! Don't forget to chain 1. And now we got to make another corner, which will be the 3 triple crochets, chain 3, 3 triple crochets. So let's go ahead and start with our 3 triple crochets, so make sure to yarn over it twice, insert your hook and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's our first triple crochet. Let's make 2 more, 2 and 3. After the first 3 triple crochets, we're going to go ahead and chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. After that, we'll go ahead and make 3 more triple crochets in that same space. So there's 1 and 3. Go ahead and chain 1, and we'll continue on to the next couple spaces, which we will put double crochets into. And as you can see, it's starting to turn into more of a square shape. We got 2 corners so far. We just need to make 1 more corner, and then we'll finish off this first corner here. In our next space, we're going to go ahead and put 3 double crochets. So just yarn over once and make your first double crochet. There's 1 and 3. Go ahead and chain 1, and then in the next space we'll make 3 more of those double crochets, and then we'll make another corner. Ta-da! Don't forget to chain 1, and now we'll make 1 more corner in this next space. And again, that corner is going to be 3 triple crochets, 3 chains, and then 3 more triple crochets. So let's go ahead and make 3 triple crochets like this, and then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then 3 more triple crochets. There's our corner. We'll go ahead and chain 1, and then the next 2 petal spaces we'll make 3 double crochets in each of those. And also don't forget to chain 1 in between moving from spaces. So there's 3 double crochets, chain 1, and we'll move on to the next and last space, and we'll make the 3 double crochets in there. So there's 2 and 3. Don't forget to chain 1. And now to finish off that first corner space here, what we're going to do is make 3 more triple crochets in this space here. So we'll go ahead and make our first triple crochet in that same space, that first petal we worked into. There's 1 triple crochet, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then to finish off our square, we're going to make a slip stitch into this 4th chain that we made at the very beginning of this 3rd round. So we're going to go ahead and take our hook and count 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in that 4th chain, go ahead and insert your hook like this. We're going to yarn over and pull out a loop, and then we're going to put this loop in through here to finish our slip stitch. And then to tighten that again, we'll just pull that loop up and pull it back down. And ta-da! We can now go ahead and trim our yarn, and then again to fasten it off, we'll just pull our hook all the way out. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now, as you can see, we finished our flowered granny square. The only thing we have left to do is to sew in these ends, and I'll show you how to do that. Using my yarn needle, I'm going to grab one of the ends, it doesn't matter which one, and I'm just going to go ahead and weave that tail through my needle like this. And then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and hide this tail in some of these stitches. I like to go to in the bottom of the stitches because I find that they're more tight and they hold the yarn better. So just go ahead and weave that through. And I like to do this a few times to make sure everything's nice and fully secured, because you don't want any of these tails to come undone, because then your square might fall apart, and that is not fun. After you weave that through a few times, go ahead and grab your scissors and you can trim the rest of that yarn. I'm going to go ahead and sew in the rest of the ends, and you can see the final square. And ta-da! That's that's how you crochet this beautiful flowered granny square. I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I'm curious to know what you're gonna make with the granny squares because there are so many different things you can make with them. So let me know down below in the comments what you're gonna use your granny squares for. Also, granny squares make really good coasters, especially the flowered granny square one because it's really pretty. So that's what I'm gonna be using this specific granny square for because I don't have a project I'm working on right now, but I really love the way the pink turned out. Also, if you want to learn how to crochet this back, I have a tutorial for it, and the flower granny squares will look so good with this project. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!